This is the mysterious case of John Lang, a seemingly ordinary man from Fresno, California, ended up dead inside his own home. Was it police corruption? Self-inflicted? You decide. Much of what you are about to see comes from John Lang's own videos and online posts. The events described include his personal claims and assumptions, which have not been independently verified. Viewer discretion is advised. John Lang was a Fresno resident, believed to be in his early 50s, who lived a largely private life. There are no publicly known photographs of John. The image most people associate with him is the avatar he used online, along with brief glimpses captured in his own security footage uploaded onto YouTube. In the years leading up to his death, John became increasingly outspoken about what he believed was corruption within Fresno's parking enforcement system. He claimed the system unfairly targeted low-income residents, generating revenue through aggressive ticketing and enforcement. According to his posts, John wrote about these concerns online and contacted local newspapers. This is where things began to take a different turn. He believed that speaking out had placed him under scrutiny from local authorities, or something else. Around this time, John installed a security camera at his home, a fairly advanced system for 2014, capable of swiveling to capture activity all around his property. As he grew increasingly suspicious of what was happening outside, this camera became his watchful eye. What you're about to see is unusual, and according to John, unsettling footage he believed told a story that went far beyond parking fines and minor disputes. The first recorded clip dates back to December 13, 2014. In it, John points out a car passing his home multiple times on its own. It doesn't seem like much. The kind of thing most people would dismiss without a second thought. Notice the silver-colored truck. This is roughly 5 minutes later, and here it is making another passing. A few months later, the footage becomes more unusual. Pay close attention to the timestamp. Say around 54 seconds. The recording suddenly jumps forward, skipping ahead to the moment John returns home. There's no gradual transition, just a pause and an abrupt break in time. 20-minute gap in my Pelco front camera. As I approach my driveway from Van Ness Ave, suddenly, my front camera starts recording again. You can see the camera stops recording at time frame, military time for 5:11 and 54 p.m., and then restarts at 17:31:02, 5:31:02 p.m., a few seconds before I pull into my driveway. Remote or inside hack by Fresno ELE. While it's possible for security systems to be accessed or disrupted, the footage so far doesn't clearly point to anything sinister. Passing cars, even repeated ones, aren't unusual, especially on a residential street. Up to this point, what we're seeing is a dispute, suspicion, and interpretation, not proof. However, the next piece of footage is genuinely disturbing, and it changes how everything before it is viewed. So what are we actually looking at here? Is it some kind of heat camera? An innocent film production? or something else entirely? You decide. Up to this point, John had already been documenting his concern. But now, for John, the weird van with the equipment was the last straw. He filed a formal complaint with Fresno Police Internal Affairs, outlining the unusual activity he had documented. But according to John, this only made things worse. He recorded many more incidents of apparent escalation over the following months. Random vehicles and so-called suspicious characters outside John's property. Was he actually being watched, or was he just being paranoid? After yet another complaint, things actually seemed to quieten down. Until this, 5 months later. If I turn up missing or dead, tomorrow remember this van. I think I seen a couple of guys sneak out of the side door and into the building when it was. Parked in the carport this afternoon. I've been causing the city of Fresno a lot of problems recently, which I now regret. Sign on the door said Guarantee Carpet Cleaning Fresno. That's exactly what happened 3 days later. John ended up dead, barricaded himself inside his burning home. Smoke inhalation as the primary cause of death, and self-inflicted wounds to the chest. There has been much speculation since John's death about what really happened. Who were these people? Were they innocent, going about their day, or were they plotting against John on behalf of the police department? What do you think? Now you know about the mysterious and tragic case of John Lang. Thanks for watching.